feeling like I'm academics. Can't ride away.
Before I get to Meek Mill. Oh, here's another thing too. Apparently, the lawyer who has filed all these lawsuits against Diddy has now been publicly sued. And people are claiming that he's an assault or an abuser as well. So remember Tony Buzbee? Remember we heard that there's a high-profile lawyer that is like, suing him for extortion on behalf of a John Doe, which we don't know who that is, but supposedly he's a friend of Diddy's who's really high-profile. I don't know. And the only thing we knew is that they work for I forget, Quinn and Emmanuel, which we had a few guesses, but we don't know if it's true. Well, now this lawyer looked like somebody's really hitting this dude. Like they're sending a message to him saying, "Yo, you're barking up the wrong tree. You already got Diddy. Not cut your losses, cut your wins there." Apparently, this lawyer just got sued for abusing or assaulting a divorce client, and they're saying he used a champagne flute as a weapon. The lawyer representing more than 120 alleged victims for Diddy has now himself been sued for assault. And the woman who's suing is Jane Doe. This is how you know they're being petty. You're using John Doe and Jane Doe. You're getting sued twice in a week, and we're using John Doe and Jane Doe. So somebody's clapping back at this guy. A woman suing him as Jane Doe has claimed that they were a former client of Tony Buzbee, and she's filed a lawsuit obtained by TMZ in which she alleges that the attorney assaulted her while repping her in a divorce case. The documents don't lay out the specifics of the alleged assault, but a source connected to the woman, which somebody offered up really the lawyer. How are they in cahoots with TMZ like that? Unless somebody powerful is making this happen and they're feeding it to TMZ, just like how the government fed that video to CNN. All of this is by design, chat. All of this is by design. So they're saying the documents doesn't say this, but TMZ has a source. Why would TMZ, with all due respect, this guy's not famous. Who gives a fuck about who he's abused? But it does matter when somebody's trying to undermine his efforts to represent 120 people and probably trying to do a bunch of, quote, what they call shakedowns. They're trying to make it seem this guy's a piece of shit. And the mere fact that TMZ has a source on a woman randomly suing this guy who's not even famous, somebody's feeding it to TMZ. And it's somebody who this guy pissed off. Might be that high-profile person that we don't know the name yet, who's claiming he's extorting them. We'll see. But a source connected to the woman tells TMZ she's alleging she was in a public place when Busby saw her, flew in a fit of rage, and allegedly pushed a champagne flute into her face, chipping her tooth. She says she has both medical and dental records to prove her injuries. She also alleges that he committed malpractice, claiming he messed up her divorce case, costing her millions of dollars. We're told the alleged, who was she married to that she thought her divorce case was going to be millions of dollars? That's another thing. We're told the alleged assault occurred several years ago. The woman's lawyer, Jeremy Bohr, tells TMZ Tony Buzbee is a hypocrite. There's nothing worse than when a black hat masquerades as a white hat. Busby tells TMZ there's crazy fan fiction, like real crazy. So this is Busby responding. So ridiculously crazy. I would ask if the lawyer bringing this silly case is friends with a lawyer from the firm that brought the other extortion case. All of this will be exposed soon. This is the lawyer. Let's try to figure this out, chat. Attorney. Does he have a Twitter? Okay, he does have a Twitter. But he doesn't really follow no one. That's 3 followers. Jeremy Bohr. Is this him? No. This is a lawyer in New York. Wonder who's his friend. Yeah, I can't find a link between them. But even if lawyers have some type of rapport, you don't see them buddying up on online, and you wouldn't see it. You know why? Because it could become a conflict of interest. At times, they might have to represent two people going against each other, and if it looks like y'all in cahoots, like that's already conflict of interest. So I don't know. It appears that Tony Buzbee is we think the lawyer that is a partner. We know Alex Spiro is a partner on Quinn Emanuel. Alex Spiro has represented Rock Nation and a few other people, but we don't know if that has anything to do with any Rock Nation artist or Jay-Z or anybody like that. But we don't know if one of those people are being extorted or claiming extortion by Tony Buzbee. But Tony Buzbee is claiming that whoever filed the extortion, that lawyer, who we believe is Alex Spiro because he's one of the partners at Quinn Emanuel, he's saying he thinks that lawyer is friends with this lawyer. This lawyer's name is Jeremy Bohr. Interesting. We'll figure it out, man. So Busby added, "We won't be bullied or silenced by frivolous cases being filed against me or my clients. All of this is false, and I won't tolerate defamation. We'll file back or at least start exposing, nigga." I don't know who's putting pressure on this lawyer, but somebody's swinging a really big stick. Pause. Anyway, let's get to our favorite guy, man.